Hello everyone, back to another video, and today I might be doing a series that I've been wanting to do for a long time now. I originally played this game, it's called Grounded, about a year, 2 years ago, but then I didn't really start playing it a year after I got it, and this wasn't on PlayStation, by the way. I originally played this on PC. Now I'm playing on PlayStation. It's been a while. It's been about like 7 months since I beat the game. I remember a lot, but I also don't remember too much stuff. I just remember it's very grindy. I want to choose Pete. I like his character. He's usually who I play as.
Ready for adventure.
No, I guess he's not going to have no name. I'm gonna let this beginning cutscene play out, here though it's not even that interesting.
I don't think so, Yoke's Girth. Stay tuned for what happens next on Yoke's Girth. Now a word from our sponsor. Kids, are you ready for a new wild and wacky Punch-O fruit flavor? Introducing Apricot. It's a punch to the gut. So stop by, fill up, and make sure you get your Billy Hog hot dog before you jet away.
Good morning, Brook Hollow. Today is October 20, 1990. This is your news. We have a special breaking report. The police department has released information that more local teenagers have gone missing. They were last seen earlier this week, and the only connection between the teenagers is that they are all students at Brook Hollow High School. This could be linked to the disturbing trend of other possible abductions and missing teenagers from our otherwise quiet town. If anyone has seen the teenagers or has any other information, please contact the police department. The mayor of Brook Hollow has put a curfew into effect for anyone under 18 starting tonight. Now to other news. In the business world, Oxford Practical Technology signed a new deal.
Alright, so yeah, again, like I said, it's not interesting. Also, this video is definitely not going to be that long, just an introduction to the game. And I don't have much time to record this video too, so.
Pete. Oh, looks like you really stepped in it this time. Just where in the world are you? Hello? Hello? All right, Pete. Remember your scout training. Step 1, get your bearings.
Alright. Alright. So first off, we're going to be grabbing some sprig, some fiber, and that kind of stuff.
Scout training doesn't have a
There's some mushrooms for some food. By the way, I'm not sure how far I want to go. This might not be a complete series for a while. This is a big game. It takes a while to complete. It took me about 90 hours to complete my first playthrough. I did a lot of side stuff that's unimportant to like actually getting the side stuff. It's more just transportation stuff that I did.
Logic dictates that there are probably more of these stations around. Maybe if I keep searching, I'll find some clues. Or someone.
This guy's a little bit of a nerd, so I just want to do that every single time. Might as well just hold the rock, I guess. So we're gonna scan the rock. The plant fiber. And the sprig. This gives us a lot of basic crafting stuff. And also adds charges, so we can't scan a lot of stuff for a little bit. Why is my hair black or brown? Beat's hair is meant to be blonde. Yeah, see, it shows it as blonde. Maybe it's just the lighting. Here, 1 second. How do I do this? Yeah, why is my hair black? Yeah, it's so weird because this doesn't happen on PC. Brown, blonde, brown, blonde. Create a rope for an axe. Alright. Actually, I don't want that rock in our hot pouch at all. That can kind of just go. That can kind of go away. Hey, let's pick up some clover while we're here.
The size of that thing. It's probably the size of a bathroom scale?
I would think it's a lot smaller considering these are grass petals. Maybe back in the 90s where this takes place, maybe it's that small.
Curiosity.
I'm not that
Tiny
old though.
Pete.
Not old enough to tell that.
Well, looks like this thing hooks up with those lasers. I don't think that worked properly. It seems like the machine needs all 3 lasers to function. Maybe there's a way to fix them?
Alright, let's break this grass. Break the trunk so that doesn't respawn. And alright, sorry. Apparently we need some water.
No water filtration tablets needed.
And
Worse than my mom's
that's
Brussels
pretty good.
sprouts.
Now we had, actually, no, there is something that we're going to have to do first if I do want to platinum this game, if I'm letting do.
I was a fool to have ever doubted myself. A fool like Klein, like Kaminsky, like Schmechter, like all of Ominent. I am here in the backyard. Down in the backyard. I mean, I am speaking to you from the backyard. I am tiny! I should gather my thoughts. This is a momentous occasion. Wendell Tully official log, 89.08.05. Recording as I take my first steps into the miniature world. The sights are unbelievable. The textures, the way the light falls upon every surface, the subtle patterns in all of the objects that surround me. The grass! Even common lawn grass looks like a structure from an alien world. Wait. What's that sound? The very earth is trembling. Over there, what could it be? An ant! My God, today, the world has changed forever.
I forgot what I was going to say. No, there's a broken laser. Alright, well, we'll just go over here. We'll fix this laser. got some sap.
Oh, why don't you just stay over there, small red insect?
Ow. Yes, I know how to parry. Oh crap. Not the timing was a lot smaller for that though. For the parrying. Because remember, like if that was like a whole second before I actually hit, before I actually parried him, and wow. Okay. Okay. Oh, you're dead. Yay.
Hey, a common example of the Formicidae family.
Wait.
Got one. Consulting detective.
Forgot
Cable,
peeping
hot on
was
the
a
trail.
part of this game.
He's got a nose for the truth.
Now we're actually going to hunt sap for a little bit, as this is like the only time in the game that it tells us to get sap. And it shows us the location of it, so it's very easy to get it this early on in the game. Ow. Oh!
Better than starving, I think.
Oh crap. Wish there was a jump attack in this game. There's more! Dude, this is not fair. You don't have like 20 ants over here, man. Or the ladybug. My god, I have to craft bandages.
Don't even need to boil it.
I'm actually going to craft some bandages before I craft the torch. Yes, bandages are going to be very useful. Wish I could have taken more ants on. Alright, I need some crude rope, so I gotta get some of this. Called plant fiber. Actually, I could probably just do this. Yeah, that pretty much works. Alright. Oh yeah, I have to craft.
My mom always says I light up a room.
Alright,
Curious. Ovidoidea.
so, I think we scanned this. I guess not. I use... Oh no, I haven't now, okay. Oh, wait. Alright, so we do that. Or we'll get that a little bit later.
Taking a look. Mark that one off the list. Disturb the mites, and they'll bite.
Mite Fuzz is really useful throughout this game, so I'm wanting to do a lot of it. A lot of it. I was a little bit muffled, so you might have not heard me say that clearly. Sorry. I don't know why I'm not speaking. I have not recorded a video in a little while, like 30 days. Am I speaking out loud in front of possible a lot of people watching? Not good.
Tremor detected. Something's afoot.
Oh, there we go.
Abby, additional flavor scheme available.
What these do, I probably don't need to tell you guys. You're probably watching this because you're watching entertainment on one of your more liked games. But just in case you don't, it does this changes your color scheme. Personally, I think right now classic is the best for daytime. I think. 1 second. I think we're gonna do high contrast for night because it looks better for that. So high contrast. I'm taking some of those for later. Eventually we'll be able to upgrade those. Well, upgrade the torch version since we can craft them into torches, in which case we can upgrade that. I think. So it lasts longer.
It's getting quite late. I should construct some shelter and get some sleep.
And I'll need it to last a little bit longer. Because of the fourth main mission, I think. Yeah, the fourth main mission of the game, if you're doing it in order. I know I said I might not remember that much, but to be honest, I played this game a lot. So we can activate this now. It's probably the best cutscene in the early game. But early game is not that long at all in this game. It's extremely short compared to the rest of the game.
My bad?
Alright. Let's create bed. Get some of that.
Doubting that. Say intentions. Your flight path is not cleared.
I'm forgetting the hit button. Tried to click square for some reason. Oh, this was Ghost of Tsushima. Ooh. Sweetness. Crap, they're fast. This is going to be our starter base area. Alright, let's build that. Alright, and let's set our spawn point. Oh yeah, we can do a lot of this stuff. Let's sleep until morning. Alright. Oh yeah. For after that mission, science.
Holding raw science in my hands. What does it even mean?
Smartness. Alright. Well, we scan that. Alright, now it says investigate the oak tree explosion. Although I never feel like it. Well, we're gonna do it. So, oh wait, is there a... Yes, there is science. No! Holy crap. Yeah, sneak out of there. Although I'm probably going to be playing most of this game in third person. Oh yeah, and there's a Scabby up here. Get some raw science. Also, raw science is the currency in this game. No, we're already at the tree. We can get some pretty useful stuff here. Except gold acorns, for example. Very useful. The downside about this place,
Taking a look. Mark that one off the list.
wolf spiders. Basically, the mid-game boss. Not the mid-game, the early game boss. Enemy that you're afraid of and you don't want to makes you not want to go near this area at night, or even explore any of the beginning area at night, because of how strong it is extremely powerful. In early game, it becomes extremely easy later in the game. And your name.
I have isolated the source
Or
of the particle irregularities. They appear to be a byproduct
set
of the
date.
shrinking process. If I adjust the machine to account for their existence, it should be the key to the de-shrinking, expanding process.
Alright.
Please bring up the readings for the irregular covalent SNPI 42Z particle traces. Ugh, that name is going to get tiresome. And while you're at it, rename all references to the irregular covalent SNPI 42Z particle to raw science.
Order received. Raw science identified. Does it require cooking, flipping, or grilling?
I don't think it does.
No, none of those. Categorization.
That answer is not permitted, according to health code standards governing the handling of raw food items.
Alright, Burgle. Yeah, I understand. Oh yeah, water. We are in the Oak Lab. me on it. Oh yeah, these are the labs that we're going to be exploring. Yeah, get some raw science.
I got the science.
Let's get these candy bars and bandages. Those are the main things that I care about on that shelf. Ooh, and that.
One success after another! I have returned Burgle to his original size! It appears that my new raw science containment field is working at 99% effectiveness.
98.5%.
Right, Burgle, right. However, as Burgle indicates, there is some minor, insignificant raw science leakage. A note for another time.
Noted.
But I see no reason to put off a human trial. I believe there should be no issues. But audentes fortuna juvat. I am ready to prove my creation's full potential. End recording. Burgle, I'd like to record some messages for my family in case things do not go as planned.
Alright,
Come on, come on.
System reboot in progress.
and there we go. This is Burgle.
Thanks for the helping hand. I am Burgle, acting science manager for this project. I am also a robot. I am sure this all must be very disorienting for
I don't
you,
know,
but
man.
hopefully
Are
I
you
can
sure?
explain.
Because you look pretty human to me.
I suspect you were miniaturized by Dr. Tully's spacer device.
Or a special hand.
Why are you here in the yard? I do not know. In fact, I cannot seem to recall much of anything. A recent power surge has caused a massive raw science containment explosion. This lab, as you can see, is a disaster.
Yeah, I see a hole in the wall. With raw science over there.
And what's worse, the explosion has disrupted my computing power. My memory banks are corrupted. Sorry to pile on the bad news, my new friend. How can I be of service? You are here,
Where
in
am
the
I?
Oak Lab, built and used by Dr. Wendell Tuteli to experiment on all things small. This is the base of operations for conducting experiments in his yard.
Well, we just had like 3 tapes about Wendell Tully, but I guess we still need to ask this question.
Dr. Tully is a brilliant scientist and inventor.
Oh. Still
He is
talking.
also my
I'm
creator.
not talking anymore.
My initial protocol was to serve as the short order cook of the future. However, I have been recently promoted to acting science manager to assist with his experiments. No doubt my previous work experience has been invaluable to Dr. Tully. Although, now that I am processing it, I have not seen him for several weeks.
Now it's tough to you process.
And now I cannot recall where he went. It must be my corrupted memory banks.
Okay. How come I
It
can't
seems you
remember
and I are
anyone?
both a little discombobulated.
Are you sure? Yes, well, I guess, well, we don't know if our character can not remember anything. So is he sure? How would he know?
Given my best calculations, your biomass has been subject to covalent spacing reduction via interatomic energy extraction. In other words, you have been shrunk. It is likely this was achieved using Dr. Wendell Tully's spacer platform. Patent
We'll
pending.
never guess that in a million years.
Shrinking can be a traumatic experience for tiny human brains, and memory loss is a known side effect. Hopefully your memory will return in time.
Okay, how long do you
To
talk?
return to your prior size, unfortunately, I am sorry. Haha! Processing! ARG! Without those, Dr. Tully, auxiliary super chip, if we are going, I suggest Dr. Tully have each lab process and cheese and
Wow.
the hedge lab. You will try to find the that
Wow.
head over once you are ASF in my log on unless you have an X.
No. No. This activates the ASL terminal. Oh, I know what it was. Alright. Refill quest.
A scientific breakthrough.
What? Yeah, give me that science. No, I'm not skipping out on that science.
This morning, I installed the borrowed lab modules. Another one of my forgotten inventions from the early days. I had such grand notions back then. The Kinder Science Mini Quick Little Chemist Lab educational toy for children. But no, Wendell, we can't possibly put hydrochloric acid into the hands of children. The lawyers will never agree. It's a good thing I never told them about the Bunsen burners. Odd that Ominent has been using my toy pieces in this way. I digress. The lab network is now up and running in the backyard. I'm planning to dedicate each one of them to a different function. Main power
We'll
will
take
run
that
through here. The Oak
station.
Lab is the center of operations for the backyard.
I'm saving up for
The
this.
second lab
This
is
is
nestled
extra
in the
health.
hedge. Such wonderful views from up there. Side note, I'm worried that Ominent's shoddy manufacturing of the lab pieces will cause them to fall apart over time, but they will do for now.
Yeah, so I'm going to disregard that. Like I'm not going to worry about that. Tape. I'm going to worry about that meat shield mutation. That mutation lasted me through the entire game. Whenever I originally played this.
Hark! Yonder lady.
Now that's not as dangerous as this
What errand does the day find you?
spider. But I'm not prepared for it yet. Spider.
Wow. I've
Now
never
this
seen
video I
one
kind
that
of
looks
rushed
like
through
before.
some of the main quest.
Lemon crime.
Because by that time I would have had killed like many ants. Gotten some pretty decent armor. What is? Probably good to keep this area in mind. Right. Like I would have had some better armor by now. Or I guess not. I can't really say better armor when I have no armor. I would have had a like red ant armor, a red ant club. And that kind of stuff. That makes me like twice as strong as I am now. I would have had a base built by now, but since I didn't have time, I just said, you know, I'll get the useful stuff out of the way, you know, get that science shop gotten for me able to buy stuff now instead of having to wait to do the main mission. But this next episode, probably just going to be building a base, killing many ants, full civilization, maybe even going into the anthill. I don't know. Anthill, by the way, I'm going to show you real quick. Right there, anthill. Right anthill. We're gonna have to kill quite a bit of ants before we do go in there. You'll see why.
The nose, a nose.
Dude, my control drift is bad. Because I'm not laying a hand on my right stick. I did that time. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not laying a hand. I was not laying a hand on it that time. Well, I did this and then it like kind of snapped a few times. Well, guys, I think that's gonna be it for this episode. If you guys enjoyed, consider dropping a like or subscribe. And I will see you guys next time. Wait. Gotta get a good angle. And I'll see you guys next time. I just thought I'd go into second person for this. Bye. Go away. Why are you still on the video? Go away. I would have clicked off by now.